Their rules do not apply to me. It applies to the employees, not public citizens.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? So today's video comes from a Let's Go Live. He's a relatively new auditor. I don't have much information on him. But basically, he demonstrates all the problems we have with auditors. The attitude, the mindset, the I am special. This guy shows you what's wrong with the auditors right here. He goes in looking for trouble, he gets arrested with a temper tantrum, and that's the end of it. Alright, so let's sit back and watch the truth of what real auditors are about.
Can I help you? I don't care. I can do what I want. It's called the First Amendment of the Constitution, and you're a public agency. You don't have privacy here, sir. Sorry. Okay. Is this thing working or no? Yes. Okay, cool. All right, have a good day, man. Go back to work.
He's an asshole.
Not even 30 seconds in, and already this guy's being a complete jerk to this hardworking employee.
You're not gonna stop recording anything?
No, I'm not, man.
Okay. Reading? Sound good? Thank you. Alright, I just spoke with my supervisor, and she said that you're not allowed to record here because of the public information that we...
That's not
say
true.
Names, phone numbers, emails, nothing.
Yeah, that's not true. You don't know what you're talking about. That's an unlawful sign. That's an unlawful sign. If that was a lawful sign, it would quote MCL.
Check out the amount of cameras.
Yes, those are security cameras. They're there for a reason. Any footage that they take, they are responsible for. If that image leaks on the internet with the people's information on it, they're accountable for it. What this idiot is doing is strictly for personal reasons. As you heard earlier, he doesn't care. So, and then he's just looking for excuses. He's trying to promote confrontation. That's all he is. Again, it's all for the YouTube money.
Which is a Michigan codified law. You're a public agency. I have the right to film in public. You understand that? I have the right to film in public?
Alright, so...
Publicly accessible areas?
If you don't
Yes.
wanna stop filming, I'll call law enforcement then.
Well, you do what you need to do, brother. I'm here handling my business, man.
I have a hearing. They don't have any hearings today. It's gonna be through a Zoom.
Well, they called the cops on me because I wanted to record myself using the self-pay station right here so I could renew my tag.
How stupid are you?
So let's take a look at that for a second. He wants to record himself, all his private information, to renew his tag. His name, his address, his driver's license information, all that. And he'll put that on YouTube? That's the worst BS excuse you can get. He's not going to do that because he didn't do it. We don't see it anywhere. He cut that part out. I came in here to record myself using this machine. No, you came in here to provoke a confrontation. That's all you came in here for.
That's to stay open for public, so if I ready to step outside the door?
Yeah, it's open for public, bro.
Can we step outside the door, please?
Why?
So the public can come in?
The public can come in there all they want to. I'm not in nobody's way, sir.
We're not allowed to have people standing in the vestibule.
Well, where does it say that? Is that a law?
It says no loitering on the outside.
I'm not loitering. I have business here. One, I just renewed my tags. Two, this is a First Amendment protected activity. I'm an independent journalist, and now I'm working on a news story here because you're trying to violate my First Amendment right and tell me I can't be here recording where I know I'm darn good and allowed to be recording. So let's get that straight. For what?
Because I asked you nicely twice.
Well, but I want to stay right here and take pictures for now.
But these people probably don't...
I don't care what these people want.
Right there. Right there. I don't care what these people want. Our auditors go around saying that they're there to defend our rights, to protect us. This right here is the truth about what auditors are interested in. They don't care about our rights. They're here for the YouTube money. That's it. And keep in mind, he's already finished doing his thing. He's done. He's just sitting out here to add on to the confrontation. That's it.
I don't care about their feelings.
See?
I care about the law.
No, you don't.
Yeah, they got. So he immediately got on the phone and called the cops on me. You're all right. I'm not stopping you.
No, I really don't.
I'm not recording you or your information, ma'am.
So you heard the lady say, I don't want to be recorded. Again, they don't care. Like he said, he doesn't care. This is all about the ad revenue. That is it. He doesn't care if people get their rights violated. He doesn't care how many people get inconvenienced or insecure. He does not care. That's the big thing with this guy. He is a complete and total jerk.
I came in here to record myself doing the same thing you're doing. And then they called the cops on me. So now I gotta stay. I was gonna leave, but they called the cops, so I can't leave.
Yeah, you can. You can walk right out that door and walk away. That would be the end of it. You could have left anytime you wanted. You're staying here to aggravate the confrontation. That's it. You could have left anytime you wanted. There was nothing holding you there.
I was just asking to step out the building.
Well, I know, but I mean, I'm not required to. And since you did call the cops on me, I'm gonna stay right where I was at when you called the cops on me. So they can see exactly what I was doing when you called them on me. I know, I'm not recording her. I do not have access to her information. I'm not watching her. That's what they do when you go out in public with a camera and hurt their feelings. They call thugs with guns.
No. He called the police because you're being a nuisance. You're violating their rules and their policy. Keep in mind, they can put a sign that says, please do not come in barefooted. And you could come in barefooted. Whether it's public, private, or government controlled, it's still a place of business, and they do have rules and restrictions they have to follow. If they say no videotaping or anything like that, that's a policy that you have to follow. This guy is just poking the bear.
Come violate your rights. Oh, number 3. That's Pong. Is that Pong? I wonder if that's Pong. No, hair's too dark for Pong.
More like a goldfish bowl than anything else. So hang on a second. Look how far back away you can now see the machine, which means this camera could have recorded that lady's information. So you could now have access to her information, which is an invasion of her privacy.
Hi, sir. I'm Sergeant Eddie Lansing, Police.
How you doing?
We got called here for a trespassing complaint.
Yeah, you can't trespass me from public property. I'm not committing a crime. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm doing what I'm allowed to under the Constitution. I even came here to do what the state told me I had to do in order to be legal to drive on the roadways, which was renew my tag. I was conducting my business, so I have every lawful right to be here.
It looks like you've already done that.
Well, yeah, but then he called you guys on me, so I'm not going to leave. After he calls you guys on me, I'm going to stay right where I was at when he called them on me. He's the one that detained me here to wait for you guys for calling the cops on me for a lawful activity. This is protected under the First Amendment.
No, he did not detain you. He asked you repeatedly to leave. You had to step outside. You could have left any time before they arrived, and that would have been the end of it. Don't. So you're lying right now. You're lying to the police officer saying he detained you. He did not detain you. He repeatedly asked you to leave. At no time did he ever say, stay right there. He repeatedly, even after he called the police, he asked you to please step out. So this guy is lying through his teeth, and again, he's just being a big jerk.
You understand? I'm in a public, this is a public agency, right? State agency, government agency. Ergo, I have the right to film in publicly accessible areas in any government agency. In their building, any publicly accessible vestibules or lobbies. So, let's get it right. You can't trespass me from here.
I smell bullshit.
You can't do it.
So in case you're wondering, you see these little pop-ups on the bottom of the screen? Those are his, not mine. He put those in, and he is wrong on most of them.
I'm not loitering. I'm not loitering. I conducted my business and then I waited. So you need to educate them that they don't need to call the cops on people for doing what they're allowed to do by law, right?
If you completed your business here, and there's a policy here that you cannot build.
Well, their policy does not apply to me. It applies to the employees that work here. It does not apply to the general. No, I'm not going to stop talking.
What we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect for the law.
Because you're not going to cop-splain to me about an unlawful order or a law that does not exist. That right there says recording, taping, photographing strictly prohibited. That applies to the employees that work here, not private citizens. No, I'm protected under the Constitution.
If you want to do it outside.
No. I can do it right here in the public. I can do it right here in the publicly accessible vestibule. You understand? That door is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I can come in and out of that door any time of day or night.
So I'm going to cut that off right there because this guy's just in mid-tirade rant. Basically, again, those are security cameras. They're there to protect people inside. He came in here trying to have a confrontation, and that was it. His business is done. He could have left anytime he wanted to. And he knows how he's constantly cutting off the police. And you may notice there's little cuts in the video that he put in there where they've corrected him repeatedly. This is an old trick these guys use all the time. Again, he's only here to provoke a confrontation. His business is done. Again, please give an option. All right, your business is done. That means you can leave now. So he's staying here trying to aggravate this even more.
You can't trespass me from a public place for not committing a crime. That's it. And you know it. That I'm not violating nobody's rules. The rules apply to them. No, it does not apply to me. No, it applies to me. So now you're going to trespass me, so next year I can't come renew my tags here? Is that what you're telling me? That's dumb. You're trash.
So yeah, now he's insulting, saying the rules don't apply to me. I'm special. Again, all auditors think that the rules don't apply to them, that they're special, that they can do whatever they want. It is common mentality, common tactics, and it's just the police are being extremely patient. The employee was very polite, very respectful, and this guy's just being, again, an absolute and total jerk.
You're trash, and you're trash. If you're going to enforce, yeah, you're trash. M. Van B, shut up. 362-136, Spratt, shut up, I'm not talking to you. A. Cutler, 178. Trash. This is a government agency, a government entity ran by the state. Detain me then. Good. Put cuffs on me, take me to jail. No, you ain't getting, how about that? You ain't getting nothing. My friends call me Spanky Pants. You can't detain me for not breaking the law. Do you understand what I'm telling you? I'm not breaking the law. What law am I breaking? I came in, I stayed because he called you. I don't have to. This is a publicly accessible area.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've hit the 5-year-old temper tantrum mode.
Publicly accessible anytime. Their rules do not apply to me. It applies to the employees, not public citizens. Private citizens. I have rights under the Constitution. This is a right protected under the Constitution. That means when I come in here and I want to conduct my business, recording me doing my business, I'm allowed to do that. And his rules and policies for the Secretary of State do not apply to me. I'm not an employee.
The land of make-believe.
So yeah, he's a 5-year-old right now. He's throwing a temper tantrum. And again, why would you want to video record yourself with all your personal information doing this and then putting it on YouTube? I mean, there's no logic to this. I mean, when I go to the bank, I don't record and put my PIN code into the bank of the ATM so people can get my ATM number. I don't do that. Why would he be doing this with his personal information? This is how identity thieves get your information. People do stupid things like this. So there's no logic to his argument at all. And it's all about me, I'm special. This tells you, this is the face of sovereign citizenship right here, First Amendment auditor crap right here. The rules don't apply to them. It's that kind of a mentality. You see it on all of them.
That's how it works. No, wrong. I can go into any building downtown that's a state building, walk into the publicly accessible vestibules or lobbies and do exactly what I'm doing. Regardless of what their policies say, Dude, I can walk into your lobby at your police station and do it. And because your policy says I can't, doesn't mean I can't. Because you know what? I've done it at police stations and sheriff's departments across Michigan.
Yeah, he's been arrested multiple times for doing it too.
I've done it at Secretary of State's offices across Michigan. I did it in Mason. Eaton County Sheriff showed up, or Ingham County Sheriff showed up, you know what they did? They left. And I was still standing there doing what I was doing. I was in the vestibule and I was outside recording. And nobody tried to detain me unlawfully for not committing a crime. But you want to, so you want to be a star. No, I'm not going to hurt you with anything. I'm not a threat. I have cameras. You have cameras. Are your body cameras on? Good.
Okay, Mr. Good, for yourself.
No. I'm not, no.
Are you going to leave?
Now that, are you guys going to leave?
Wait for you to leave.
I'm not going to wait for you to leave because you came here because of me and I wasn't doing anything wrong, and you need to advise him that I was not doing anything wrong, and you need to inform him that he does not need to call the cops on people for not breaking the law. Oh, really? Okay, well, let's stand out here then. I'm going to stand right here. What do you think about that? How about that? How about that? I'm outside. He had the door open. I can too. You're not going to violate my rights. I'm outside now. There's no law that says I can't hold this door open. I'm not blocking anything. Nobody's trying to come in. You guys are trying to violate my rights. And it's not going to happen. I'm going to stand right here. I'm outside. He was holding the door open. Why can't I?
So basically, the people who are now done in that office section that was behind the glass doors can't get out because they don't want to be caught in the middle of this mess, and they don't want to be on his YouTube channel either. They're waiting for him to leave so they can leave. They have things they have to do. They have to go home, take care of their families, pay their bills, go to work, whatever. But they can't leave because he's there creating a scene. So in the end, he is interfering with their business and their lives, and that is a crime.
I'm not blocking anything. People have room to walk right by me. Do they not? See? Oh, wow. Look at that. That door opens too. I'm not blocking nothing. I'm doing what I'm allowed to do under the law. And you're not going to violate my rights. Huh? No.
Money back. Camera down.
Don't turn that off. You're tampering with evidence. Trash, trash, trash. All trash. Butthurt piggies.
For what? Arresting me for what? I'm not allowed to stand up for myself? I thought this was America. Huh? Isn't this America? I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
Scumbags.
I'm gonna double log first so you don't tighten up before.
Arresting somebody for exercising their constitutional rights and paying the state. Getting pirated out of my money so I can lawfully drive on your highways. Imagine that.
This way, sir.
Trash, trash, trash. Scumbag. Violate people's rights.
His GoPro camera is either broken or he doesn't know how to use it right.
That's public property. You understand
He
that?
shouldn't be getting this kind of an angle
You
on
understand that's
GoPro.
public property, and you cannot trespass somebody from public property unless they commit a crime. Violating, dude, you're as stupid as the day is long.
It's this law.
You are as stupid as the day is long.
Would you please shut the hell up?
It's all right. We'll be to court for this one. Yeah. No, wrong. You're wrong, sir.
So yeah, as you can see, this idiot he went in there looking for trouble. Plain and simple. His arguments were BS. His actions were unacceptable. He came out, he had an attitude problem from the beginning. Since the instant he walked in there, he went in there with a chip on his shoulder. Most auditors have had a series of arrests before the auditing career. Earl got arrested for rape and was arrested by the military for desertion. Torres had his for sexual battery and kidnapping. Patrick had a burglary charge. So this guy probably had a major arrest, and this is his way of getting even. This is what auditors do. They provoke confrontation, and this guy with his own free will said he did not care about anyone else but himself. It was always about him. The ego, the arrogance, the self-centeredness. And when he didn't get what he wanted, he threw a temper tantrum like a 5-year-old. So when you see an auditor or you support these auditors, this is what you're supporting. This is the true face of auditing right here. There's no constitutional law. There's no your rights. He did not care. The auditing community does not care. All he cared about was making it as long as possible for you to ad revenue. That is it. It was all about making money. Nothing else. He could have walked away anytime he wanted to. He could have left anytime he wanted to. The police would not have cared at all. He came in there to record himself, giving out personal information, renew his tags. What kind of an idiot does that? There's no logic to his arguments. Alright, so you guys take care, and I will see you when I see you.